Hello, today I am joined with Colin MacLeod. I will be asking him some questions to get to know him a little bit better. Colin, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Colin MacLeod, and I'm a professor in the Department of Psychology in the area of cognitive psychology.
Awesome, and we'll just jump right into the questions. The first question I would like to ask is, what initially sparked your interest in psychology as a topic?
Well, I was an undergraduate at McGill in the late 1960s, and I think my naive view of research was that all research was basically medical research. But then I came across psychology in my second year and discovered that you could do research in that area too. And as fortune would have it, the Department of Psychology at McGill was one of the major centers of psychological research then, although of course I didn't really know that as an undergraduate. So realizing that I could do research into how the mind works, that was for me really, really exciting. And I'd always found memory fascinating, and to think that I could actually study it experimentally, that was kind of too good to resist. And then I was fortunate between my third and fourth years, I got the opportunity to work in a lab in the department, and that really solidified it for me. So that's what kind of sparked my interest.
Awesome, and just moving straight into the next question, would you like to describe your area of research currently?
Okay, as I said at the beginning, I'm a cognitive psychologist. In my case, I study attention, learning, and memory. And let me go through each of those a little bit. So to me, attention is kind of the gatekeeper for all of cognition. If you don't attend, you're not going to be able to learn, remember, make decisions, solve problems. Attention has to be in place. And then learning is so fundamental to our existence. When I think about it, I would actually argue that you do nothing more in your life than learning. That's probably the thing you've done the most often in your life, discounting breathing. So of course you have to retain that learning too, though. You can't just learn it and let it fly away. So memory is really crucial. And so they're all linked together. And I would suggest that if you really think about it, who you are is your memories. That distinguishes you from other people. So what could be more interesting to study than who we are and our memories?
Moving on to the next question, would you like to describe one of your favorite places that you've ever lived?
Well, I think I've lost count of the number of places that I've lived. Academics do tend to move around. I grew up in Montreal, and I loved Montreal as a young person in the 50s and 60s. I spent a couple of years in Ottawa. I went to grad school in Seattle and spent a year in California during that time. I then returned to Canada. I lived in Toronto. I was at U of T for 25 years. Then, to Waterloo. I've done sabbaticals in Australia, the Netherlands, a couple of places in the US. So I've been all over the place. If I was forced to pick, I think because grad school was such a wonderful experience, and the friends I made there, I might pick Seattle, but Australia would be a close second for the adventurousness of going that far away.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
if I had to pick a place that I've never lived, but I've been to a few times, I'd pick Paris.
All right, and to wrap it all up, would you like to share any hobbies that you have that you do on your free time?
Sure. I guess I'd divide them kind of into outdoor activities and indoor activities. For outdoor, I've always liked swimming and hiking and skiing, downhill skiing. And over the past few years, my family and I have discovered golf, which turns out to be the perfect pandemic sport. Indoors, it's really, for me, music has been a major feature of my life. I love listening to music. I listen to all kinds of music. It's basically on all the time around here. And I've recently discovered painting, and that's a pretty absorbing activity too. And I could probably go on and on. I like to cook. So it seems to me there's so many terrific things you could do in life that it's just a matter of grabbing hold.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, that's all the questions I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me and answering some questions to get to know
It's
you
my
better.
pleasure.
Yeah, thank
All
you.
right. Take care. Bye-bye.